Hello and welcome to another episode of Make or Break. This is the last Sema video of the actual cars here, and I have saved the best to last.
Welcome to Hard Up Garage.
So back in 2019, I was lucky enough to drive my Dodge Charger all the way to sunny Las Vegas, but there was one car in mind, and it was this. It was the amazing David Spade Joe Dirt 1969 Charger Daytona car, as seen here in the movie Joe Dirt. And I'll tell you what, this car was everything to me. It was ratty, it was ready to go, it was rough on the edges, but number one, it was a Dodge Charger Daytona. And do you know what? I was excited to see this car, but I never imagined I'd ever see it in real life, until it all happened and the stars aligned in Vegas at Sema 2024. And then to my surprise, I saw the original Joe Dirt car roll across the line at Barrett-Jackson in July. When I saw it at $100,000, I thought this original 69 Dodge Charger was a restored, crazy purple, right, amazing car. And then it was ripped apart and had a metal nose cone put on it to make it look like the Joe Dirt car. And then as I saw it climbing, I was thinking, what the hell is this amazing car ever going to go for? And this car is everything to me. It's rough and ready, and like I said it before, it is rough on the edges. The right person ended up with this car. Look at that, the tattoo on the side to match the car, $300,000. What an absolute legend. And now it's here at the Sema show for me to give you an up and close look at this bad boy. Let's go. So just like this Joe Dirt car, it also hid a story. The car itself used to be a restored Plum crazy Dodge Charger, and now it's a movie car. Now it's a Daytona, and I love it. That car in your driveway could hide such a story. Using the code HARDUP as seen on the screen with no spaces and in capitals, you can get yourself a 20% off a car vertical check. A car vertical check allows you to do a background check on your car across over 200 different reference points and 1,000 different locations. This Toyota Supra also hides a story, just like the Dodge Charger. As you can see, the mileometer is absolutely perfect. The financial and legal status is fine. There's no finance against this car whatsoever. But a little bit further, it does say it's a title check and some damage outstanding. As you go down to the damage, you can see in August 2023, this car was absolutely obliterated, smashed to pieces. But only a month later, the car itself looks absolutely fantastic. New front end, new wings, new bonnet. It doesn't look perfect, but I tell you what, it hides one hell of a story, because in the first photos, it showed it was absolutely smashed to bits, and in the second one, it wasn't as smashed to bits. But you know what? If I'd spent all my money on that car a month later and imagined and thought it was okay, I'd have been completely ripped off. So without a car vertical check, my money would have been on the line. Guys and girls, go out there, go check that car on your driveway. Is it safe? Has it got a hidden past? Use the code HARDUP with no spaces and in capitals to get yourself a 20% discount. Let's get back to this amazing movie car. Thanks Car Vertical for sponsoring this video. This is the original Hero 1 Joe Dirt car. Yes, you know it. It is a 1968 to 1970 Dodge Charger. This one here, originally, if it was a real Charger Daytona, would be a 1970. So basically, come for a little walk around. This car itself, you can tell a few little details. The wings themselves are original 1970 because they end like this, that allows that metal bumper to go on top. The front end itself is also steel, okay? A lot of movie replicas nowadays replicate this front end in fiberglass because it's a lot cheaper to reproduce, and it looks just as good with a bit of a paint job from an art form company like this to make it look like a prop. These headlight covers are always fiberglass, even in the original ones, and you look at the grille here, that allows the air to get into the radiator. But back in 1970, this car was the first car in the world to do 200 miles an hour and do it again and again. And there was a day where they took that rear spoiler off to see if it was just a gimmick, but it never was. It was one of the best pieces of aerodynamics that Mopar had ever come up with. In my opinion, this car has so much character. It is such a cool thing. Generation 2 Dodge Chargers for me are the most amazing muscle car out there. Not only do you have the aesthetics that are so strong and masculine, but you've got a power plant that's reliable. You can work on it yourself and the parts are readily available. When you walk down the passenger side, these louvers here, everyone gets confused to think that those louvers change from a 68 to a 70, but they don't. There's different ways that they sit, but the louvers are identical. This car looks rusty, it looks like a rat rod, but it is not. This was bought as a perfectly good car and then adapted and changed to look ratty. If you come into the engine bay real quick, you've got a 440 cubic inch V8. The engine bay and the car, as you can see, used to be purple. So this car started off as a perfect car and then got made to look like this movie car. The Charger Daytona has got a couple of details that are different to a normal Charger. You've got these fenders here, which are like the air ducts that drags air into the wheel wells to allow you to cool the brakes. But when you walk up here a little bit further, this rear window, on a normal 1968 to 1970 Charger, the rear window, if you come in here and look down there, you can see the original boot lid and the rear window is still all in place. And this is a deck fill panel from here to here, so that allows you to have that extended. The boot would normally finish here, so the boot itself is actually about 9 inches shorter and just finishes just like that. The rear spoiler is a repop. This is fiberglass. These would have normally been cast in aluminium or as aluminum, as you American guys say, but this car is everything to me. This is my favorite car. It's the same car they used in Fast and the Furious with Dominic Toretto. It's the same car from General Lee. It's the same car from Bullitt. And say what, it's my favorite car here at Sema. I'm going to roll a little montage of the little bits that I love about this car, and then on the next couple of videos I'm going to show you some of the best and worst EVs of Sema and the best cars.
Thanks for watching, guys, but now what you got to do is hit that subscribe button followed by the bell icon. What the bell icon allows you to do is let you know when we release new videos every single week, including this crazy video with Snoop Dogg's Cadillac Coupe de Ville. We're also available on amazing platforms like Facebook, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and even TikTok. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Keep being amazing.
Started like a real new anthem. Shawty saw my wallet, now she think a new ransom. Whoa, telling me she wanted me to hammer. Trying to get saved, baby, I am not the answer. No.